One of my favorite processes for detoxifying, which I feel is really important, and even though some people debate how effective it really is, I really feel like one of the best ways to detoxify is oil pulling. Oil pulling is actually an Ayurvedic process. 2,500 years ago approximately, it was developed. I use coconut oil personally because coconut oil has antibacterial properties, antifungal properties. It also contains vitamins, vitamins A, E, and K. Really important vitamins for the body. And believe it or not, our teeth are actually really porous. Just based on how our teeth turn yellow, they darken with coffee drinking and things like that. That gives you some idea of the porosity of your teeth. So when I'm doing detoxifying with oil pulling, the idea is that I am trying to draw toxins out of my teeth. And for some people, this can have a really strong reaction. So my suggestion is when you do this, you start with a smaller amount. When you do oil pulling, as I said, I use coconut oil. You could really use any vegetable oil, but think about this. You have to be able to tolerate that taste or that aroma for 20 minutes. That's the ideal amount of time. So you need to make sure that you could really handle doing that. And you might want to start with 1 teaspoon. Ideally, you would have 1 tablespoon, and you're going to put it into your mouth. Now you better distract yourself, because 20 minutes of holding something in your mouth and not swallowing it and not focusing on how much you're salivating is really hard to do. The salivating is really important because the more you salivate, the more that tells you you are drawing the toxins out of your system. So that's a good sign. But it's hard because the volume you have in your mouth is going to double. So that's why you might want to start with just a teaspoon to start with instead of a tablespoon. Then you can build your way up or just stay with a teaspoon. It's really okay. The amount is not as important as the time. If you could do it for a total of 2 weeks, once every day, and ideally on an empty stomach. We don't want to have anything in our stomach because if you do find that you vomit, it's not a great scenario, as you could probably imagine. So you're going to be doing this first thing in the morning, most likely, because that's when you really have an empty stomach. So you're going to get up, you're going to put that 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in your mouth, or whatever oil you like, and you'll want to just gently swish it around. So don't go crazy mixing it around, because 20 minutes of doing that, your jaw is going to get really sore. Just try and relax your jaw, try and go about your business, maybe go through your emails, do the dishes, whatever it is that you would do on a normal basis so that you're not really thinking about it. After 20 minutes, you don't want to put this down your drain, people. Please don't do that. You will eventually, after 2 weeks, you can imagine you're going to clog your drain. So what you want to do is that you're going to actually spit it out into a trash can. Don't put it down the toilet either. Just spit it into a trash can. It seems odd, but that's the best way to do it. And then give your mouth a gentle rinse with warm salt water. You don't want hot, because that's probably not the best scenario for your mouth, obviously. But just a nice warm gurgle, okay? And then you're also going to spit that into the trash. Now, it's not going to discolor, so don't expect like it to turn black or brown or whatever it is. It will probably still be very clear. But what you might notice over 2 weeks' time is that your teeth might appear whiter. That's a cool thing. You also may find that you have less chronic bad breath, that you find your energy is better. One of the things that you might want to look for, and this will be an indication of how much toxins you actually have in your system. Don't be alarmed by it, but you may find that as you're doing the pulling, you may experience just a slight headache at the forefront of your head. That's actually what we call a good sign, because that's a detoxification headache. That means you're on to something and you're doing good. It should pass as soon as you take the oil out of your mouth and within a short period of time after. But you may experience that, depending on the level of toxins in your system, you may experience that for up to 3 days. So don't be alarmed, but give it a try. Let me know how it goes.